Are you struggling to do the kick serve? No matter what you do, the ball just doesn't kick out to the fence. Well, in today's lesson, I want to share 5 tips with you so that you can have a great kick serve and spin the opponent out of the court. If you stay at the end of the session, I'll be sharing 2 more drills to help you to improve your kick serve. Hi, my name is Joel. Welcome to Unleash Your Tennis channel. In this channel, you'll be learning great tennis tips and ideas to improve your tennis game. So do consider subscribing to the channel to learn more. The first tip is the most basic tip, and that is a grip. Now, if you're holding on to the Eastern forehand grip, we cannot do any magic to the serve. Alright, be it hitting with power, applying different spin, we can't do it with the Eastern forehand grip. So the grip for the serve is the continental grip. I have mentioned this many times in the previous video that we have to perform the serve with the continental grip. In the long run, if you want to apply power, have a variety of spin, the continental grip is the way to go. So when you're holding on to the continental grip, be sure that your fingers are spread this way. The index finger is like holding on to the trigger. Alright, do not hold the grip like a block this way, as it will cause a lot of tension. So hold the continental grip this way, fingers spread out, and we are good to go. The second tip is about where to toss. Now, in general, if you want to perform a kick serve, we want the toss to be above this ear. Okay, so for me, a left-hander, I want the toss to be above my right ear. If you are a right-handed player, then the toss will be above the left ear. Another analogy that you can think about is using a clock. So if I'm standing in a serve position, okay, this axis above my shoulder, above my tossing shoulder, let's say it's 12 o'clock. Okay, so for me as a left-hander, I will want the toss to be at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. If you are right-hander, then the toss will be at least 12 o'clock, which is here, or 11 o'clock. Okay, so have an idea of where to toss the ball for a more successful kick serve. The third tip is about the shoulder turn. When I'm preparing for the serve, I want to feel that my shoulders are rotating this way. As I rotate the shoulder, I will also feel that the chest is opening up so that I have the angle to do the circular swing path when I perform the kick serve. For some people who don't open up the chest, it may lead to the rotation of the torso too early, and it may lead to a slide serve instead. So remember, when you're performing a kick serve, be sure that your shoulders turn and you feel that the chest is opening up. The fourth tip is the contact point of the ball. Now, for a lefty like myself, when I'm performing the kick serve, I want to contact the ball somewhere from 5 to 11 o'clock. In other words, I'm thinking of contacting the ball in the diagonal swing path. Alright, for a right-handed player, you will think about contacting the ball from 7 to 1 o'clock. So it's a diagonal swing path. The last tip of a high bouncing kick serve is the swing path. For a kick serve, what I want to feel is that I am looking at the ball. Alright, I feel that I'm under the ball, and when I'm going to contact the ball, I could feel a slight arch of my back. Okay, and when I contact the ball, I'm thinking of brushing up high and staying sideways throughout, and my racket is going out this way. So the whole swing path looks very circular this way. From here, I feel the arch, I go up, I contact the ball, and the racket is coming out this way before the follow through. So think about a circular swing path. You are under the ball, you want to brush the ball up as high as possible, you are finishing this way, and then coming to the opposite side. Thanks for staying until this part of the lesson. Now I have two bonus drills to share with you. The first drill is what I call the stuck and unstuck drill. Now it is a field-based drill where you can understand how the contact point works. So the drill is very simple. You hold on to the continental grip, you place the ball and racket this way and bring them above the head. So from here, I want to feel the rolling, which mimics the contact. When a ball reaches the edge of the racket, I want to push off and let the ball get unstuck. Okay, so I roll the ball and push off. Again, so when I roll the ball, stuck and unstuck. Okay, so this is a very good field-based drill for you to practice your kick serve. The second drill is that when you are practicing for your serve, I want you to practice finishing on the same side. Now by doing this, you'll be practicing the circular swing path and you feel this brushing of the ball, and by ending here, I want you to deliberately feel that you are brushing the ball up and just end it here to make it very obvious for you. Now wrapping up, let me summarize the 5 tips for you. First, hold on to the continental grip for high bouncing kick serve. Second, know where to toss. If you are a left-handed player like me, you want to toss the ball at least 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. If you are a right-handed player, you may want to toss the ball at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock. The third tip is feel the shoulder turn and the chest opening up. The fourth tip is the contact point, where you want to contact diagonally across the ball. And finally, the last tip is to understand the circular swing path of the kick serve. Alright, now I'm going to revisit the 5 tips again for achieving the high bouncing kick serve. So let us watch the serve in normal speed. Okay, so let me go through quickly the 5 tips again. So the first tip that I talked about was the continental grip. So without the correct grip, we definitely can't execute the kick serve. So over here, as you can see, if you can see where my mouse is, okay, I'm using the continental grip to prepare for the serve. Next, we have to toss the ball somewhere around 12 o'clock. If I'm using my tossing shoulder, okay, vertically above my tossing shoulder is 12 o'clock. Okay, I will want the ball to be tossed at least 12 o'clock. Or for me as a left-hander, I want to toss the ball at least 12 or 1 o'clock, somewhere here. If you are a right-handed player, you may want to toss the ball somewhere at least 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Okay, so let's watch it frame by frame. So if I were to toss, I want to toss the ball up to around 12 to 1 o'clock. Okay, so over here you can't really see the ball in the video, but I want you to get the idea. Alright, the next tip is the shoulder turn and chest opening. Okay, so back to my serve preparation.
as I am preparing to toss and split both hands, I want to feel the shoulder rotating and the chest opening up. Okay, if you are doing that, then you will have the angle to contact the ball and brush it up as high as you can. Okay, so as I'm tossing the ball up, I want to feel the shoulder turn and gradually the chest expanding. Okay, next, the fourth tip that I talked about was about the contact point of the ball. Now, because you toss the ball to at least 12 o'clock, you'll be able to brush the ball diagonally. Okay, if I'm using the clock as an analogy on the ball, I want to brush the ball diagonally from 5 to 11 o'clock for a lefty, or from 7 to 1 o'clock for a right-handed player. Okay, so over here, when I launch myself up to contact the ball, I want to brush the ball diagonally. Okay, diagonally from 5 to 11 o'clock. Okay, and finally, the whole kick serve is more like a circular swing path. You want to stay on sideways longer and the racket will come to the same side. Okay, so let's backtrack for a little bit. If I were to launch up to contact the ball, you observe the swing path of the racket is actually a circular swing path. Okay, so from here, coming this way, and the racket will come onto the same side. That means if I'm left-hander, the racket will come to the left side and my body is staying sideways. Okay, so again, the circular swing path. So from here, racket goes up. Okay, you're coming this direction. And you will finish on the same side. Alright, so these are the 5 tips that I've covered. Go ahead and practice your kick serve.
I hope you've gotten some value from this lesson. If you like this video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to Unleash Your Tennis channel. That's all from me today. Until next time, happy playing.